These are the do's and don'ts of belts. I love a skinny belt, but when you wear them with pants that have large belt loops, it can feel unintentional, disconnected, and disproportionate. A thicker belt is going to look more complete and fill in the gaps of those belt loops. If you're wearing an oversized, voluminous dress like this one, maybe you want to belt it. So here's some tips for that. You can get away with a thinner belt, but I think it's too thin with how voluminous and thick the fabric of this dress is. For overly voluminous dresses, a wider width will look better, but I don't like this belt because it's too harsh and it's bringing too much attention to the midsection. Instead of a traditional belt, tying fabric around the waist is an easy fix to have a more cohesive, more intentional look. Now let's talk about belting something that's just boxy, not oversized, not voluminous, just boxy. The fabric of this dress is also much thinner than the previous one, which is important to take into consideration. This belt is way too thick for this fabric, and the color black is a little harsh. I think it makes sense to wear a thinner belt with more thin fabrics. This is going to feel more seamless. It also gives a nice focal point without being too distracting. Also, you need to have space between your bust and your belt. So if you do have a shorter torso, I would say go for a thinner belt over a wide, thick belt. I think this will complement your proportions better. When you're wearing a belt with hardware, you want to take into consideration what shape the hardware of the belt is. This belt is more circular, and I'm also wearing a watch that has a circle, but my earrings are not circular. They have sharp edges and they mimic a more square